Hello, Hudson University, immersive audio students, and other folks out there in YouTube land watching. This is a video that's going to be on a topic I've covered in other videos and will cover in future videos, which is importing session data in Pro Tools. Pretty simple task here. Students in the immersive audio class, you've created a mix last week, and in that mix, you set up a three-way headphone routing in Atmos. And it's kind of takes a minute or two to set it up, and you don't want to have to set that up again. So you might as well import those aux masters and how they're configured into this session. So what you're going to do is use the import session data feature in Pro Tools, which is I think my favorite feature in Pro Tools. I really like it as a mixer. I use it all the time. Import session data, which is Option Shift I. And you have to select the track you want to import from. And you want to import from last mix, which in this case was the Circuit City mix. We're going to open it up. And it may warn you that your sessions are on different timelines, in different places on the timeline. That doesn't matter. We're just importing aux inputs. Now, this window got completely updated in the summer of 2024, which is just a couple weeks ago. This came out, and it looks great. It's now in color, and now you can kind of see inside folders and all that sort of stuff. Don't need to use any of the fancy new features. We just need to import tracks here, and you're going to import these three headphone masters. And if you've created the loudness master of 5.1 metering, import that as well, because this week's mix, you have to set that up. And you also want to create over here in session data, you want to import your Dolby Atmos trims and downmix data. Unfortunately, the renderers don't come in, and that would be nice if that feature were added, but whatever, we can set those up again. I'm going to import these, and it's going to put these tracks here. It tells me what got messed up, so there's something to fix. And it put these things to the right of whatever track you had selected, and I had drums selected. So I want to just drag these over to the left so I can have them all on my left, which is how I like to work. And then you can see we've lost a couple things here, that these things aren't quite selected, or they've lost some of their paths. Open up the I/O. Going to the Atmos tab, you have to set up again the re-renderers. Those have gotten lost. So we need a 2.0 re-render. So I'll hit plus there. And I need to make it live so it can be real time. And I'm going to set that to 2.0. Sorry, I did that wrong. I want it to be 2.0 direct. So it's made right from the Atmos master. And I'm also going to create another one here, a 7.1.4 re-render. That one's going to feed the Dolby binaural. Not Dolby binaural, that'll feed the Apple binaural, excuse me there. And so that needs to be set to 7.1.4, and that needs to be live as well. So we've done that, and we'll exit the I/O and kind of configure those. So the inputs here, the 2.0 needs to come from re-render 2.0, and the Apple binaural is going to be sourced from the 7.1.4. So we've got our inputs all set up. That didn't take. We'll try that one more time here. It's there. There it goes. So I'll hit save here. That's always good. And then the next thing, we have a problem with our outputs. Let's go look at our I/O and see what's up with that. Maybe you remember from last week, we're not only using our matrix here, our Avid matrix and the HDX driver, we're also using this binaural renderer link, which is a completely different driver. And that is set up by going into aux I/O. And it's on. You need to have this binaural renderer link out on. So you don't actually have to do anything there. What's changed is 13 and 14 is fine. This is our Dolby binaural being sent to the Audio Movers render. 15 and 16 is the 2.0 going to the render, but we've lost our multi-channel, our 7.1.4 link there. That's going to feed the Apple binaural. So what I'm going to do is the same thing I did in the previous video and you did last week. We're going to select 3 through 12 and we're going to delete them. And we're going to convert this 1 to 2 to actually be 1 through 12, which means it needs to be a 7.1.4. And over here, you've got to populate the paths correctly. Good. We've got that, 7.1.4. And, of course, go check your buses, because interesting things happen here. And this is the sort of thing that can go wrong in your import session data in Pro Tools. It imported the bus from last week, and then I made a new one. And so now I've got 2 of these binaural link 1 through 12s. And I know the one that's active here. It's the one that is got the full path there. And so I'm just going to delete the old one. And I could have done this a different way, but this way works fine. And now I've got 3 of those. And up, I'm noticing these are italicized, so I have to reselect the 7.1.4. So it worked. There may have been an easier way to do this, perhaps using that bus. But I got to be honest, after 30 years of using Pro Tools, I'm still a little confused with the I/O at times and don't always do things the most efficient way. Maybe you know how I feel. Anyway, hitting OK here, and we'll probably have to oh, look, it took it. So now if I press play, and you're not going to hear anything because it's not going to the speakers, but hopefully if I go over to binaural, I'm seeing some audio data. So I've successfully imported session data. And, the headphone routing is particularly difficult because it's using that odd aux.io stuff. But, hey, this is a great thing. You're going to need to do this each week. I will make another video on how to make a template that you import to that has this all set up, and that'll be the next video. But I hope this helps at least for importing some convenient stuff into a track, into a song. All right? Have a great day. Bye-bye.